Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Yeah. Bitches.
One of the people that you interviewed that I was always a big fan of is Marlon Brando. What was Marlon Brando like?
Oh, he was a gas man. There was no one like him. I got a call one day. I was in L.A. I live in L.A. now. I wasn't living there then, but I was in L.A. broadcasting, and the producer called and said, "Guess who's going to do your show? Marlon Brando. He's going to do one interview. He's going to do your show, and he wants to meet you. He'll be calling you."
Yeah.
So I'm in the hotel room, and the phone rings, and I say hello, and the voice said, "Larry, it's Marlon," and I said, "Marlon who?" And because there was Marlon Fitzwater, was the presidential press secretary. He says, "Brando." He says, "You want to come up to the house, have lunch, and we'll talk about the interview?" He said, "Okay, I'll send a car for you." So I went down in front of the wheelchair, and a car pulled up, and it was Brando driving.
Wow.
And the doorman at the Wilshire said, "I don't believe it. I see this. I don't believe it." And we drove around Beverly Hills singing songs.
Wow.
Went up to his house, had lunch, and a week later we did the show from his house. He did his own makeup. He served champagne to the crew. We had a great, and we did an hour and a half. He was a brilliant, marvelous guy. There was nothing in the house that told you he was an actor.
Yeah.
No Oscars, no nothing, no pictures of him.
That's interesting.
He told me if someone would pull up to this house and leave me $5 million twice a year, I'll never act again. Just give me the money.
Well, yeah, wow. I say that same thing. Every morning I say that same thing.
He was a very special guy. And then at the end of the interview, and this went viral everywhere, he kissed me on the lips.
Yeah.
And I always like to say I've never been kissed on the lips by a man. In my life, and I can't stop thinking about him.
But we had, we got Lil Wayne, who's one of the biggest rap artists in the game right now, and one of his executive, his CEO, they call him Birdman. They kissed on the lips, and they have a dynamic where they consider themselves father son, and the whole hip hop community was in an uproar because these two men kissed on the lips. Now they're not blood related; they're from the hood. So it's, you gotta understand a lot of people might feel a certain queasiness about that. But I didn't, what do you feel about that? Because two men kissed.
I was shocked. I never been kissed by a man, and he was the first one to kiss me. It was, it was shtick.
Did you get a tingle?
No. I'm heterosexual. I don't know why I'm heterosexual. I didn't choose it. We don't know. This whole gay thing just infuriates me. No one chooses their sexual preference. In other words, you don't sit down one day and say, "Gay is straight. Gay is straight. I think I'll be gay." That's insane. It's obviously a gene. And so I don't like churches that don't want gays as members of their church. We don't know. You like women?
I love women, Larry.
Why?
I have a problem with
it. But you can't explain why.
I like the way they feel, touch, smell, kiss.
Like and some men like the way men feel, touch, smell. And some women like the way women. And neither of us can explain that. I had on a great guy once. He was a sergeant. He came out while he was in the Army, a Silver Star winner. They threw him out of the Army because he was gay. And I was interviewing him. And during the course of the interview, an intern came in and brought in some coffee. And she was a very pretty girl with a mini skirt. She bent over and served the coffee. And when she left, he said to me, "Did that excite you?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Well, look, you have beautiful legs and pretty. Yeah, but why? Why did those legs excite you?" I said, "I don't know why. I only know that.
Yeah,
don't know why. I know that." He said, "Well, if a young man walked in here, a handsome young man with tight jeans, that would have excited me." Wow. And the answer is, I don't know why either.
Wow, that's interesting.
So if you think about it, folks. You do not know why you prefer the sex you prefer.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.